Well, one of the things that happens for a lot of us is our weeks start out great. You have a great start to the week, but if you're not careful, by the end of the week, everything feels like it's gotten off track. It can feel like the wheels have fallen off. And by the end of the week, you feel like, man, what happened to my goals? What happened to my dreams? What happened to all those tasks that I was hoping to do? And by the end of the week, you've got dropped tasks, you lack direction, you feel like there's just so much busyness. It feels like you can't escape the distractions, and your hopes and dreams feel so far away and you feel defeated. So what do you do? What do you do when you feel like you've gotten off track and you don't have visibility and you just don't know how to focus on the things that actually matter? The good news is there are great tools out there. You don't have to stay stuck. And one of my favorite tools introduced to people is what's called the weekly preview, and it's baked right into my favorite planner, the Full Focus Planner. There's a lot of things that I love about this planner, but whether it's goals, whether it's tasks, whether it's priorities, or it's accountability, it becomes the central place to pull it together, and I really love the weekly preview. Now, if you're new to the weekly preview, it's something that you do either at the end of the work week, the night before your week starts, or the very first morning you're going back to work, and it's a great way to get your head above the whirlwind of craziness and to refocus yourself. It starts by celebrating your wins. What are the top 3 to 5 things that happened this last week that were incredible? Most people blow right past that. They focus on the losses and they never stop to capture there were some wins. The second piece is to list your big 3 from the previous week. Now, chances are if you're new to this, you haven't done this yet, but what we encourage you to do is to pick 3 things, 3 outcomes that if by the time you get to the end of the week, if you get these done, you would feel successful. Now, if you've already done this, you can rate yourself on the 3 from the week before. One of the best parts of a weekly preview is it builds in an after-action review where you ask yourself what worked, what didn't work, what will I keep doing, what will I improve, what will I change. These are great questions to ask ourselves. They give us a chance to readjust before we go into the next week. The next step is to review your goals for the quarter and your goals for the year. It keeps them in front of you so that they're always in mind, and you can ask yourself, is there something I can do this week to move one of these goals forward? There's also a section to ask yourself, what are you going to do to rejuvenate yourself this week? Or what kind of sleep are you going to get? What kind of play are you going to do? Who are the relationships you're going to connect with? And then finally, you end by determining what are the big 3 for this next week. What I love about this is it gets you out of the whirlwind, it gets your goals visible again, it helps you recalibrate your priorities, and even if you feel off track, congratulations, you're normal. But this weekly preview could be the thing that helps you readjust and get back on track. So I want to encourage you, if you don't have a plan, try a weekly preview. And whether you have the planner or not, you can do this on a piece of paper. And what I think you'll find is that going into a new week, a new quarter, a new year, instead of trying to get everything done, you can actually get clarity, not to focus on everything, but to get the right things done.